Well, we spoke a little about it last night. We spoke a little about it last week. We spoke a little about it the week before. And now we're getting down to the dynamics of energy that we have been talking about for a number of months now, which is the middle of July. Okay, and with the dynamics of the reflections of your reality right now, stick close to home. Kind of it's not really a time to take long trips to foreign lands, right? Well, there's a lot of what's going to happen is a lot of random, what shall we say, disruption. There's going to be disruption from the dynamic of the government, but you vets will still get paid. You're going to be but you're going to be one of the last ones to go because the last thing that they want to do is to piss off 2.5 million veterans. Oh, this one too.
With guns.
It's like the VA is paying for all of the medical stuff too. So it's like otherwise you're talking to tens of thousands of dollars in medical bullshit where it should all be free for everyone. Remember that dynamic, right? Food, water, shelter, healthcare, education, the big five. We were talking to the channel's friend Gregory this week, who he's a wonderful person. He really does know a lot about AI, but to get him off his ass and actually do anything requires more dynamite than this one can gather in one place at any one time. But we were speaking with him about the dynamics of utilizing AI to come up with a lot of these answers. The major thing that people have been coming back with in the dynamics of energy, of the dynamics of looking at it, and say, how are you going to balance this and all of that stuff? Well, if it's the big five, if it's food, water, shelter, healthcare, and education, that should be a right, not a commodity. And in the dynamics of the reality that you're moving into, there is not going to be the need amongst the populace for manual labor in that sort of way. So much more you're going to be machine operators. You're going to be able to be programmers of dynamics, where you just set the program in the morning of a field of machinery and it will keep going until the thousands of acres you need to harvest are harvested. In other words, you can program the whole dynamic, and it doesn't have to be physical toil in that sort of way, especially if there's enough for everyone. If there's enough for everyone, what's the need to fight over anything? But if you take the monetary dynamic off of the survival needs, off of the dynamics that equals the playing field, and any of the rest, you charge money, capitalism is utilized for the rest. In other words, nobody has to worry about survival, but there's going to be enough that if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to create, if you want to be an artist, if you want to be a musician, you don't have to do that in order to survive. You can do that as an avocation, as a hobby. It does not have to be a dynamic of you must do this for the rest of your life. You've gained this into, it's that it gives you all of a sudden a whole dynamic of freedom.